So you started doing nails as a convenience for you to save money, time, not having to wait in line or at the nail salons. So did you have any negative experiences at nail salons that made you say, you know what, this is I'm gonna learn this for myself and do it myself?
So no negative energy, vibes, experiences, none of that. It was just mainly just I don't have the time because when you get off work, you still have other things to do. Whether that's trying to prepare dinner or just wanting to relax at home. So convenience, saving money, saving time, and then of course it got to the point where I was getting a little bit creative with it. So I wanted to do designs, seeing other people do designs, like and just seeing when you seeing their designs, basically it's like, okay, I think I can do that, or let me be creative. What can I do with mine? Which is a little bit different.
Okay. So you did it for a while. You started up. You had your business going. You were self-employed, or you had an LLC.
Did have an LLC.
So what made you want to get the LLC? Like what made you want to turn it into an actual business and not just something like a side hustle that I'm doing for myself and family and friends?
Because working in, of course, I came from healthcare. Working in healthcare, just having like that boxed in feeling and not really wanting to do that at the time. Just wanting to step out on my own, and also doing something like in the memory of my late grandmother, which she passed the year of COVID. So just wanted to do something in her honor where I could combine both a passion that I had, something I was interested, and still pay that homage to her.
So it's like a legacy thing.
Yes, something that I could build, breaking generational curses,
so
and just building
something you love and actually can make it a tangible thing where it could become, very resourceful.
Yes.
I like that.
Making your own money, not having to, work up under someone else. Just like basically having that freedom to do things your way on your own.
In your own time.
Yeah. But still be able to take care of yourself financially.
Keep the bills paid.
Yep, and as you said before, legacy. Something that, you can be proud of. Your parents, your family can be proud of.
So, as you've been on the entrepreneurship journey, or even when it comes to nails, you started out, going to the nail salon. I'm going to do this for myself, family, friends. And then say, okay, I'm actually going to turn this thing into an LLC, get licensed, have an actual business. Your experience working in a nail salon, now you're on the other side of it. You're not just a person that's coming to get your nails done. How was that transition from being someone to get their nails done to being someone doing nails?
To be honest, before I started doing my own nails, I wasn't going to the salon like a normal person would. Mm-hmm. Like I use nails as let me treat myself. So before I actually started, so like if I want to treat myself, it's my birthday, I would get my nails done. So I would be like a lot of the women today where I've got clients when they say, they'll say, well, I don't get my nails done often, maybe once or twice a year. Like I was that girl, only just like treating myself.
I'm still that girl, by the way. You're doing my nails and my toes now, and I haven't had them done in like a year.
And that's normal.
Besides me doing it myself.
That's normal for a lot of women. They don't have the time, or they don't have the money. They have kids, they have other responsibilities. So I was that girl, so I can relate. So I wouldn't say this is a huge trend. Well, it's somewhat of a transition. I have basically created a monster because now I got to have my nails done, my toes done. If I take my nails off and try to let them breathe a good day or week or two. Weird. Since I've started doing my nails. Before, I was that girl who did it once a year, twice a year. And I wasn't even doing it if I had somewhere to go. Or you go out.
You just used to like it.
Not paying.
It became your lifestyle. It became a part of your wardrobe. You could say, what's the word that I'm looking for? It became a part of your aesthetic. overall. I've never understood women because my mom, she's the type of person, she gets her, like, she will keep her nails done. Her and my sisters, they were like the first women that I've ever seen that they're girlies. I've never really been a girly girl. Play with dogs and stuff like that. That's not my thing, get my nails done. But that's their thing. And it's like, since I've been a kid and up to age, they getting their nails done. Like, it's a part of who they are. Like, you know,
once
someone
you
with the
start,
dreads, you have your locks, you know, it's a lifestyle. And people don't understand that that's an art. Having your nail is a nail art. It's an experience.
It's a form of expression.
Correct.
Well.
It's a form of an expression. I like that. That's exactly where I'm going with it.
So definitely, and then it's like when you work in healthcare or any job, like you do have those restrictions as far as how your hair can be, you know, how your nails
gotta
can
be professional.
So being able to, even, you know, if you work a job like you can't have long nails, so I would wear short nails, but I would practice on myself. I became my very first client. So with that being said, when I going back to saying like how I basically created a monster, I was my first client. So a lot of times I would try something on a day off, you know, work on designs. I'm going out trying to market myself or whatnot. So my nails were constantly done. Even when I, you know, may have looked crappy, I look back at a lot of my work now. I'm like,
and they look good today, so you came a long way.
But yes, definitely. But
to the point where I say, please do my toes. Beg you, please do my toes. 2 days, do my toes. They look good. They look professional. You are a professional, so you are the epitome of someone starting from the beginning and you working your way up.
And
I hope to see you having your own salon, multiple salons, you know, in different cities and states. And even if you was teaching, like I can see you teaching. I can see being mentored, becoming a mentor for young girls. And I wonder how many other women feel the same way. It's like, you know, getting their nails done is a treat for them. And I wonder how many women out there that feels like, oh no, that's just a part of my lifestyle. It's like, it's a must have, and I'm not going out, and it's like, it's not up for discussion. You can't date me if that's not something that you want to do for me or you want to see me with. Because some men say, I don't like women that wear fake nails. I don't like women that wear fake hair. But
natural, yeah.
You know, and then some men, they love those parts about you, you know, and they wouldn't have it any other way. So on your journey of you becoming an entrepreneur and building up your clientele, was it easy to build up your clientele?
I must say I'm kind of like in the middle with that. Because in the beginning when you're new, I did have some type of anxiety when I was new. I wanted to perfect my craft. So of course, when you're new to nails or anything, you know, you want to take your time, you want to get it right. So I remember like my very first salon, like acrylic set would take me 2 or 3 hours. Wow. And that was just basic. So it's like you may produce, you know, good work, but from a customer's perspective, going back to why I even started doing my own nails, time, you know, saving that time. So if you go to a nail tech and she takes 2 and 3 hours, you're kind of like, she did great work, but
it shouldn't have took that long.
It shouldn't have took that long. So
you know, say someone come in and just want a basic set. What's a basic set? Sorry, y'all. We recorded with the little one. But what's a basic set? What does that look like, and how long would that take?
So just like a basic set now, I could do that in maybe like an hour. Like no designs.
Just acrylic.
Just acrylic, maybe, you know, either no polish or a solid color, maybe an hour. But a lot of women sometimes, you know, and I mean, it varies. Some women, they want the designs and stuff, and then they may bring in these AI generated photos. Like, I'm one of those nail techs that I will let you know if I can or if I can't do something. I never.
What do you mean? Okay, hold on, wait. I didn't mean to cut you off, but what do you mean by AI generated photo? Because you know I use AI, so some stuff that's like it's unrealistic. Of course, yes. AI can bring it to life, but come on, baby, let's be real. That's what you mean?
Yes, like some of the nail art, and I'm gonna say AI generated, or I'm gonna say a nail tech that has been in the game longer than I have. Of course, that's just like I'm gonna try to do the design or at least get somewhere near it. But sometimes you may not get the exact design that you're
looking for. You expect it.
It's something, yeah. So some people are okay with that as long as it's close. But most, if they're like me, the way I have created this monster. If I want something, that's what I'm expecting the results. So a lot of times,
I want what the photo looks like.
Yes. So a lot of times, if it's something like that, I'm going to tell my clients, like, hey, I will try if you want me to, but just in case, you want to look up a backup. Is there something else that you want to try? That way we have options.
So say it don't come out like the photo. You are the nail tech. Let's say, you know what, I didn't do that the best. Let me show you the best that I can do. Let's try something different.
We can do options. And I can tell you my honest opinion. Like, okay, I can't do that. I would do this. And just to say that, like, I feel like every design is possible, but you don't know what that, if you got it from another nail artist's page, what was her technique? What products did she use? What tools did she use? You may not have those particular tools to get that done with me or with any nail tech. But I just like to be transparent with my customers, letting them know that. So going back to the original question, as far as like, is it easy to get clientele? No, because it's like, if you don't deliver the first time, the person may not come back. If you move slow, that person may not come back. Or, for example, someone who loves getting their nails done. There's a lot of women out here, but if they have a nail tech that they are comfortable with, they're not leaving that nail tech just to give you a shot.
Yes, they're. You know,
and
what?
Those are the clients.
I know people like that. They have who they like. I don't let anyone touch my hair. I don't let anyone. You're not doing my set. Like, I have some nail tech or some customers. They'll go and they ask for the nail tech by name. Like, okay, I want this guy.
This is who I want.
Is she here? Okay, can you some of them have their nail tech's phone number. Like, I was like, that deep? Like, you have to have your nail tech's number? They like, yeah, like, 'cause I need to know when she or he's working.
Exactly. And it can get that deep. So, you know, a lot of times you get your clientele from when you're working in, like, if you're working on family members, friends, of course, you get that word of mouth. You can get it that way. If you're working in a salon, you know, you're going to get random customers every day. Yeah. And
random.
You can generate them that way. I have seen it.
Do a good job, they'll come back. Now that's your client.
And it's like, hey, I've had some clients that tell me, hey, if you ever go anywhere, you need to let me know. So they'll get my personal information just in case. It may book with the salon or through the salon website or call. But it's like, hey, I got your information. If you decide to leave, I want to follow you. So
wherever you go, girl, tell me.
You have to, basically. And so they'll let you know, but it takes time. You got to market yourself constantly. And, you know, even the clientele that you get, your regulars, you know, they have stuff that come up, you know, they may not be able to make it, or it may be somebody that love you, but it could be like how I was. I get my nails done once or twice a year. You may have clients like that, but when it's your career, this is how you make your living. That's when you want the other clientele. You want to keep gaining. You want
the lifestyle clients. You want the ones that this is my aesthetic. Not the one that this is a treat. You know, I'm just treating myself.
It's okay to have those. I'm gonna come back to you, but
we're talking about consistency. Yes, building your consistent clientele to be able to actually make a lifestyle, to have a business, a real business, a successful business. So yeah, I get that. So okay, one last question. I like to know, when it comes to, when you said marketing, what would you do? Like, what would be an idea of you marketing yourself? For you, what would that look like? What would that idea picture of marketing, like throwing some ideas out there for yourself? Like, what did you try? What didn't you try? What you wish you would have tried? Because nail techs out there starting up and has been in the game for a while, and you know, they're not big when it comes to marketing and sales and building their clientele. Like, you know, they go run a booth and they're just expecting it to just people to come.
Just to come in. So my thing is a lot of, these are some processes that I've tried, but the main one is you. It starts with you. Do your own deals, market, not just like on like personality, but you got to have that too. But wear your product. So I would, when I was making press-ons, I would, you know, wear my press-ons. I would practice on myself. So a lot of times, like, when I'm trying to get clientele, I'm going to the mall. I'm paying with my card or swiping. They see my nails. Who did your nails? That's a perfect time to. Like,
and hey, women, we ask that type of question. That's like a normal question. Who did your nails? Like, I like that.
Yes, and that's your time to shine and be like, I did them. So now they're looking like, oh, let me see. That's the first thing they say. Right. Oh, let me see. Oh, well, where's your shop? Or where are you this? Or, and especially if you're local. I've got some where I was out of town or anytime. If they're
business
local,
cards, QR codes. Get
QR
your
code, yes.
So you can be on. You can stay ready So you ain't gotta get ready.
QR codes. There are so many products out. Like you can do keychains.
I gotta get you some QR codes. We're gonna get you hooked up because we want. Cause listen, it don't have to be something that you do full time. Even like you said, especially for startup nail techs. And say you get a client here and there that's still building your portfolio. I wouldn't turn the money down. That's extra money. That's more money to treat yourself. You know.
Yeah.
So it's gonna take some time to build, but do you see yourself building it? Or are you at this crossroad where you go, okay, I want more consistency. You're gonna take a break from it. You're gonna keep moving forward with it, evolving, growing it. Or what are you gonna do?
For me, at the moment, I have decided to take a break from it just because I did want more consistency. I don't know at this point if I'll ever go back to actually just being like invested in it. Like you were just saying, like, you know, doing it on the side. Like those thoughts still cross my mind. I just recently, I was in the grocery store last weekend, and I'm just shopping, got my AirPod in, and this young girl, she comes up to me, she said, "I'm sorry to bother you." And I'm like, "No, you're fine." She was like, "But my mom wants to know who does your toes and your nails." So of course I'm telling her like, "Hey, I'll do this thing." I said, "But I'm retired." And they was like, "Oh no." And then I walked around with the mom, and she was looking at me like she was a long lost cousin. Right, like, why are you not doing nails?
Listen, that's a consistent client. You never know. They
were just disappointed because they was like, "This is what I'm looking for."
So, a lifestyle client. We don't want to turn those down, ladies. We want to everywhere we go, we want to market ourselves, wear our product, and we want to get that bag.
So that right there, it's moments like that makes me like not take it off the table all the way. But I know for me, I'm getting older, so I made a decision that, you know, I want to be comfortable in life. Yeah, I want to be an entrepreneur, but as of right now, I'm getting older. I need something a little bit more stable.
Why? And then, you know what I was thinking? This is a great idea. You know, to be able to bring in for money for other, you know, startup nail techs that want to be more consistent, like they do. They love it, but so far it hasn't gotten to the point where they can actually build a life from it, where they can be guaranteed stability, guaranteed consistency. So I feel like, hey, why not have you rent out a salon or a shop and have your, you know, nails and you know, rent booths and give other nail techs the opportunities. You can teach them there, you know. You guys can have events there. You can have events there. You can actually do a lot to help the community and help other nail techs along the way, and still guarantee where your money, your income, your bag is continuing to grow, to expand, to evolve. So I felt like that's a good way. We have to find ways that could be consistent, you know, but we have to take risks. We have to jump out there and we have to leap to faith.
And those are all ideas I've had or whatnot. But it's like
easier said than done.
Yeah, because it's like when you start anything, it's like you don't want to rush into process or jump out there too soon. You know, you want to have clientele. You want people to, you know, basically believe in your craft and what you got. You got to build your own reputation. Mm-hmm. Like, for example, if I just, you know, now if you have the money, you can just start up and do it. Yeah, that's fine or whatnot. You know, build that building, create suites, rent it out. Cool, but a lot of us don't have the startup money to do all that. So Correct. We have to kind of work our way from the bottom.
Do what you can do with what you have.
Clientele. You know, you get those good customers. You know, next thing you know, you putting word out like, "Hey, I'm about to open my salon." So guess what? That good customer or those good customers, they're gonna be telling their friends, their family. Mm-hmm. So you pop up. You know, you're open, and now you gotta, you know, you have new, possible new clients coming in. So, and then you want to build your craft or whatnot. For me, I like to, because I have thought about that. But for me, the way I want to go about it is, I want to have a story behind it. And what I mean,
you said a story? Correct.
Yeah. So basically, I want to be able to say, "Hey, I started where you are. I did the word. I put in the word. Now this is where I am."
Correct.
Versus someone is like, "Hey,
I hit
the lottery yesterday, and now I have a salon suite." And there's nothing wrong with that.
People
That's
want
just my
the story.
Preference.
We can sell the product, we can sell the service, we can put ourselves out there, but if it's not something that's meaningful behind it, I want to know what got you out of bed this morning of that day, that particular day that everything changed for you, where you start to see, well, you know what, this is something that actually can be be profitable. So this is something that's actually can take me from here to there, from here to the moon. Like you know. So I don't know.
And it helps when it's relatable, because my thing is there are a lot of young girls who, you know, they want to do something, they want to be nail tips, whatever the case may be. So of course, where do you go when you're looking for answers or whatever? You go on like social media, you talk to people,
correct,
and you learn from other people's stories. It motivates them to want to do it. So that's always
a little bit of hope. Like, damn, it can work for me too. If they can do it, I can do it.
And it gives them a little bit of hope.
Everything
or you
going
get
on now,
guidance or whatnot. So that's always been my story. So if I can do it that way, then I would do it. But right now, I'm taking a break.
Take your break.
Looking for something steady.
Pausing is okay. Quitting that's not in the plan. We can't quit at it, but we can most definitely break. We can pause. We can take as much time as we need. We can regroup. We can rethink, and we can hit the drawing board and go at it again. And sometimes it's just not that it didn't work. It's just the tactic, the way that we're going about it may not be the best approach. Now we just have to find a different way to go about it. And there's so many possibilities, so many infinite possibilities. So I wouldn't just have my head wrapped around on one thing, because a lot, like you said, before the business actually gets to where it's going to go, you're going to fall, you're going to make mistakes, you're going to mess stuff up, you're going to, you're not going to see things coming, you're going to plan, you're not going to plan. There's going to be a lot of bumps in the road. It's not going to be from 0 to 1,000,000 like that. And anyone that makes it seem like that, if it to you it looks like it's overnight, but that person spent years building themselves up. It may look like on the outside coming in that, oh wow, she just did that and she got the success overnight. But we don't know, like you said, the story behind her or him doing what he had to do to become successful. We don't know the late nights, the struggles, the sacrifices, the relationships lost. We don't know the health conditions, the finances, or he had to sleep in his car, or we don't know the story. So until you have that story, I wouldn't judge, and I most definitely wouldn't take it for granted and make it seem like, oh, if he can do it, anyone can do it. Yes, anyone can do it. We all got potential, but it's what you're gonna do with it. Are you willing to do what he did? Are you willing to sacrifice? Are you willing to put in? It's gonna be blood, sweat, and tears. And sometimes it will come easy. You may not have to fight hard for it. It may just, you never know.
So
that's a good thing too. But at the same time, you have to leave your mind open for that possibility, for that pathway to show itself to you. Because if you're already thinking it's not going to happen, it'll damn near never happen. Because you're already thinking it. You're already coming at it like it's failed. When you're starting something, you got to come at it with an open mind and understand that it's going to take some time.
Yeah, so definitely don't, like you said, you don't have to give up, but sometimes like you go through things in life, and that's what I said, I don't mind, like for me, the way I want to go about it. I won't say I don't want the easy route, because like I said, I would love to showcase the good and bad. Sometimes when you work hard for something, you appreciate it a little bit more. So that's
you do.
That's my
you take care of it. You appreciate it.
Because if like, hey, I didn't put this amount of years in this, or this amount of time, like you want to continue, that's your motivation to keep going.
Yeah.
So, and then like I said, just show, letting other people, like, this is what I went through. It wasn't all, peaches and cream.
Hey, baby.
So you could be going through it too, but if it's something that you really want, then you do it. Yeah. You're going to make it happen. So
it'd be like this fire burning on the inside of you. Like, even when you want to give up, it's something that you telling you can't. Because it's been times that I just been wanting to throw the towel in so much. Sleeping in the woods, being homeless. It's been so many times I could have just said, you know what, I'm going to stop. But it's something that was in me that was like, nah, like, and it wasn't, how some people be like, oh, I want to prove everybody I can do it. It wasn't like that for me. It was more over
personal.
Like, it was like in my soul, like, if I don't do this, I'm going to die. Like, even though we know it's not that dramatic, come on, it can be dramatic, but it felt that way to me. If I had to put it in words, that's how I would express it. But yeah, thank you, because I'm going to chop this up. We're going to get this out, and we're going to do
question and answer from a former nail tech.
Yeah, I try to keep it at like minimum 5-6 questions, because I want to keep everything under like 20 minutes.
When you post
15 minutes. A lot of people tend to spend it's not that long.
And see, that's another thing too, when you create content.